Standard Chinese, a modular approach. Classroom expressions. 2. On this tape, you'll learn some more expressions which will be useful to you in class. Some of the items will be sentences which teachers typically say. You need to learn to understand these expressions. Other items will be expressions which you will want to be able to say. Here's the verb which means to listen, to hear.
听
Repeat, to hear.
听听
Here's the phrase, to hear clearly.
听清楚
Repeat, to hear clearly.
听清楚听清楚
Here's how you say, I didn't hear clearly.
我没听清楚
Repeat, I didn't hear clearly.
我没听清楚我没听清楚
Try saying it ahead of the speaker. I didn't hear clearly.
我没听清楚
Again.
我没听清楚
Now here's another sentence. I have a question.
我有一个问题我有一个问题
Repeat, question.
问题问题
Repeat, a question.
一个问题一个问题
Repeat the verb to have.
有有
Repeat, I have a question.
我有一个问题我有一个问题
Try saying it ahead of the speaker. I have a question.
我有一个问题
Again.
我有一个问题
How do you say, I didn't hear clearly?
我没听清楚
And how do you say, I have a question?
我有一个问题
Now here's a sentence you need to learn to understand. You said it wrong.
你说错了你说错了
This is the verb to be wrong.
错错
This is the verb to say.
说说
Listen to the sentence again. You said it wrong.
你说错了你说错了
What does this word mean?
说
To say. And what does this word mean?
错
To be wrong. What does this sentence mean?
你说错了
You said it wrong. Now here's another sentence you need to learn to understand. Your pronunciation isn't too good.
你的发音不太好你的发音不太好
Here's the word for pronunciation.
发音，发音。
And here's the word for too, as in excessively.
太，太。
Here's the phrase, not too good.
不太好，不太好。
Listen to the sentence again. Your pronunciation isn't too good.
你的发音不太好。
What does this word mean?
发音，
Pronunciation. And what does this word mean?
太，
Too, as in excessively. And what does this sentence mean?
你的发音不太好。
Your pronunciation isn't too good. What does this sentence mean?
你说错了。
You said it wrong. And how do you say, I have a question?
我有一个问题。
And how do you say, I didn't hear clearly?
我没听清楚。
Here's another sentence you need to understand. You talk with him.
你跟他说。 你跟他说。
Here's the word for with.
跟。跟。
Listen to the sentence again. You talk with him.
你跟他说。你跟他说。
What does this word mean?
跟。
With. And what does this sentence mean?
你跟他说。
You talk with him. Here's a review of the vocabulary you've learned so far. How do you say the verb to listen?
听。
What is the verb to have?
有。
What is the word for question?
问题。
What does this word mean?
发音。
Pronunciation. What does this word mean?
说。
To say. What does this word mean?
错。
To be wrong. What does this word mean?
太。
Too, excessively. What does this word mean?
跟。
With. Here's a review of the sentences you've had so far. What does this mean?
你说错了。
You said it wrong. How do you say, I didn't hear clearly?
我没听清楚。
What does this mean?
你的发音不太好。
Your pronunciation isn't too good. How do you say, I have a question?
我有一个问题。
Now here are some more sentences you need to learn to understand. You might hear your instructor give a direction like this. Wang Danian, you ask the questions.
王大年，你问问题。王大年，你问问题。
This is the verb to ask.
问，问。
Repeat. You ask the questions.
你问问题。你问问题。
Listen to the sentence again. Wang Danian, you ask the questions.
王大年，你问问题。王大年，你问问题。
What does this word mean?
问，
To ask. And what does this sentence mean?
王大年，你问问题。
Wang Danian, you ask the questions. Here's another direction your teacher might give. Hu Meiling, you answer them.
胡美玲，你回答。胡美玲，你回答。
This is the verb to answer.
回答，回答。
Here's how you say, you answer them.
你回答。你回答。
Listen to the sentence again. Hu Meiling, you answer them.
胡美玲，你回答。胡美玲，你回答。
What does this word mean?
回答。
To answer. And what does this sentence mean?
胡美玲，你回答。
Hu Meiling, you answer them. Here's another sentence. Please translate it into Chinese.
请你翻成中文。请你翻成中文。
This is the verb to translate into.
翻成。翻成。
Here's the word for Chinese language.
中文。中文。
Now listen to the sentence again. Please translate it into Chinese.
请你翻成中文。请你翻成中文。
What does this word mean?
翻成。
To translate into. And what does this mean?
中文。
Chinese language. Now what does this sentence mean?
请你翻成中文。
Please translate it into Chinese. Listen to this sentence. Please translate it into English.
请你翻成英文。请你翻成英文。
This is the word for English language.
英文。英文。
Listen to the sentence again. Please translate it into English.
请你翻成英文。 请你翻成英文。
Now what does this word mean?
英文
English language. And what does this sentence mean?
请你翻成英文。
Please translate it into English. Here's a review of the vocabulary you've learned so far. What does this word mean?
问
To ask. What does this word mean?
回答
To answer. What does this word mean?
翻成
To translate into. What does this word mean?
中文
Chinese language. What does this word mean?
英文
English language. Now here's a review of the sentences you've had so far. What does this sentence mean?
王大年，你问问题。
Wang Danian, you ask the questions. And this sentence?
胡美玲，你回答。
Hu Meiling, you answer them. What does this sentence mean?
请你翻成中文。
Please translate it into Chinese. And what does this sentence mean?
请你翻成英文。
Please translate it into English. Here's another sentence you need to learn to understand. Please talk a little louder.
请大一点声音说。请大一点声音说。
This is the word for voice or noise.
声音。声音。
This is the word to be big.
大。大。
This is the word for a little.
一点儿。一点儿。
Listen to the sentence again. Please talk a little louder.
请大一点声音说。请大一点声音说。
What does this word mean?
声音。
Voice or noise. Now what does this word mean?
大。
To be big. And this word?
一点儿。
A little. Now what does this sentence mean?
请大一点声音说。
Please talk a little louder. Here are some sentences you need to learn to say. Please talk a little more slowly.
请慢一点说。请慢一点说。
Repeat the verb to be slow.
慢。慢。
Repeat a little more slowly.
慢一点儿。慢一点儿。
Repeat. Please talk a little more slowly.
请慢一点说。请慢一点说。
Try saying it ahead of the speaker. Please talk a little more slowly.
请慢一点说。
Again.
请慢一点说。
Here's another sentence. Mr. Teacher Zhang, how are you?
张老师，您好。张老师，您好。
Repeat the word for teacher.
老师，老师。
Repeat Mr. Teacher Zhang.
张老师，张老师。
Repeat Mr. Teacher Zhang, how are you?
张老师，您好。张老师，您好。
Try saying it ahead of the speaker. Mr. Teacher Zhang, how are you?
张老师，您好。
Again.
张老师，您好。
Now here's another sentence. See you tomorrow.
明天见。明天见。
Repeat tomorrow.
明天。明天。
Repeat the verb to meet.
见。见。
Repeat see you tomorrow.
明天见。明天见。
Try saying it ahead of the speaker. See you tomorrow.
明天见。
Again.
明天见。
Listen to this sentence. How do you say car in Chinese?
car 中文怎么说 ？car 中文怎么说
Repeat the word for how.
怎么？怎么？
Repeat. How do you say?
怎么说？怎么说
Repeat. How do you say car in Chinese?
car 中文怎么说 car 中文怎么说
Try saying it ahead of the speaker. How do you say car in Chinese?
car 中文怎么说
Again.
car 中文怎么说
Here's a review of the vocabulary you've learned so far. What does this word mean?
大
To be big. What does this word mean?
一点儿
A little. And what does this word mean?
声音
Voice or noise. What is the verb for to be slow?
慢
What is the word for teacher?
老师
What is the word for tomorrow?
明天
What is the verb for to meet.
见
What is a word for how?
怎么
Here's a review of the sentences you've had so far. What does this sentence mean?
请大一点声音说
Please talk a little louder. How do you say, please talk a little more slowly?
请慢一点说
How do you say, Mr. Teacher Zhang, how are you?
张老师您好
How do you say, see you tomorrow?
明天见
And what about the sentence, how do you say car in Chinese?
car 中文怎么说
This is the end of the tape. End of Classroom Expressions 2. Standard Chinese, a modular approach.